Hello everyone, this is Charles Folkart, April 17th, 2017. I'm going to make this as quick as possible, and I wanted to remind you that Bro Kapner, he does one video a week. This is my second video today. He gets a lot more money than I do, and he does a lot less work. But you guys want to give your money to Kapner and support him. Who am I to tell you what to do? But I want to bring your attention here. This is a follow-up video on the video I did April 14th on my take on North Korea propaganda. I wanted to point out one thing to you here. See this here? Not advertiser friendly request review. This is about the 10th or 12th video I've done that they're telling me it's not advertiser friendly, and what that means is I don't get any compensation whatsoever. And I'm telling you folks, they just give you a little percentage. It's not worth doing these videos unless you have several thousand subscribers and many thousand views. Then it starts to add up. So far, I think with over 280 videos, I've made less than 20 bucks. But I keep plugging away, and I want to thank those of you who support this channel, because without your support, I would probably go do something else with my time. My time is very valuable to me, especially at my age. Just a heads up. Let's go have a look at the North Korean English-speaking newspaper. But before we do that, let's go to Rense.com, shall we? So, I mentioned in that other video I did, that the one that's not advertiser friendly, that this is the kind of propaganda the American people are being fed on a continual basis. They show you a picture of the upper echelon, and then they show you a picture of their North Korean army. And again, I ask you, where did they get all these weapons? You should watch that other video first, get a background. A lot of people come here and they watch one video and they have their opinion based on one video. I give you the reasons why North Korea cannot be manufacturing those weapons. They're being supplied to them by someone else. Who is supplying those weapons to North Korea? Let's scroll down here. Trump considering preemptive strikes on North Korea. North Korea, Korean Peninsula, brinkmanship, ending North Korea, Korea, aggression, Korea. You get my point? Let's move on to, you're being fed a bunch of male cow dung. And why exactly? I think they're trying to divert your attention away from what's going on in this country to North Korea. North Korea is a paper tiger unless they're being supplied from someone else. I read a book back in the 1970s, 80s, somewhere in there, by Anthony Sutton. It was called The Best Enemy Money Can Buy. And what it said was, what Anthony Sutton said, the Soviet Union was being propped up by the United States so they could have an enemy which would justify the expenditures during the, quote, Cold War. And then when Ronald Reagan came in and the Soviet Union collapsed in 1991, the United States had to find another boogeyman. That's where Al-Qaeda came in, and that's where the attacks on 2001 took place. They're fighting a, quote, war on terrorism, which is now all over the world, and the biggest terrorist in the world is the United States and Israel. But let's move on, shall we? So you got to keep in mind the United States has 28,500 plus troops and military personnel and all the support in Korea. They occupy the Korean Peninsula. We've been at a truce. There's no end to the Korean War. We've been occupying South Korea since 1952. If you read the book, The Coldest Winter, or The Longest Winter, or I forget, let me grab it. it was the coldest winter. This book will give you the background. MacArthur wanted to go in and kick ass, and he was actually being told what to do by the United Nations, folks. This is all a setup to take our money and put it in the military so that the people who control our country can make a lot of money while and ironically, this is income tax day. Anyway, let's move on. This is I believe there's another English-speaking newspaper in Korea, but I may be getting that mixed up with the Bangkok paper. I'm not sure, I can't remember. But this is the Korean Herald in English edition, and you can read this later if you want. I'll put a link below. North Korean leader observes special military forces target striking contest. They do the same thing in Korea as they do in the United States. They show you a picture of the big guy, and he's the boogeyman, he's the puppet, and then here he is here with his cadre of supporters and military men, and they just show you a picture, blah, 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 and they tell you what he's doing. And it's all a show, folks. You're being scammed. But you keep sending your money into the government so that they can continue to conduct these wars, continue to brainwash us, continue to make you afraid. And ask you a question. Why does America even give a rat's ass about what's going on in Korea? They wanted me to go fight a war in Vietnam. They wanted me to risk my ass in Vietnam to fight the communists, while Henry Kissinger was in a secret meeting with the Chinese leader in 1971. And then we had this whole easing of tensions with Nixon and all that crap, folks. It's a big charade, and you're being snookered. And I hope some of you start to wake up. Many of you on this channel are, and I'll try to provide as much insight as I can, as I see it, based on my 5 years of living in South Korea. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing these videos. Before I go, I wanted to show you one more thing, please. There's no question in my mind that I am going to get removed, or they're going to make it not worth my time on YouTube. That's why several months ago, maybe longer, I came over and started a channel on BitChute. And when my YouTube videos are loaded up to YouTube, they're automatically loaded up here on BitChute. You can see here, that's my last video that I uploaded on YouTube. I've got 3 views here on BitChute. Here's my link, BitChute channel, charlesfolkart.com. Here's my latest video. As you can see here, I only have 17 subscribers. I would ask you, please, to come here and subscribe on BitChute to my channel. That will put, the more subscribers I get, that'll put me on the front page more often, and Ray Vahey will then see that I have a lot of subscribers and begin to promote me. I've been in contact with Ray Vahey. He lives near Chiang Mai, and he's working on trying to develop this channel. It's part-time work with very little funds, so please, I ask you to support my channel, and by doing that, you'll be supporting BitChute. YouTube's going to cut us off, folks, and the only place you're going to be able to eventually see my videos, in my opinion, is here on BitChute. We can make this into a better channel than YouTube, and I won't be getting these, your video is not advertiser friendly. This has happened to me before. I was censored in the 80s off of the newspaper, the local newspaper. I was censored on Lulu, and folks, I know it's coming on YouTube. I asked you to support me in my channel and support BitChute. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing these videos. If you do share these videos, why don't you share them from BitChute rather than YouTube? Get more people coming here. Let's create our own channel and let's compete with YouTube. Embrace the love of the truth, and may the grace of God our Father, may His grace be upon us all, for we certainly need it. See ya.